So I wanted to give you the latest update of Diddy Combs. So Anthony Ricco, and if anyone don't know who Anthony Ricco is, he is Diddy Combs' defense lawyer. And suddenly he quits. Suddenly he removed himself from the case. The trial starts in May 5th of this year, and he just removed himself. And he said the reason why he removed himself from the case is, and this is coming from his word, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel. That's it. That's all he said. And he didn't give any details why. I'm just going to give you my opinion about this. Maybe the evidence that is presented, it was just too incredible, too damaging, that he just probably just could not represent Diddy Combs anymore. That it was just too much. Probably, or I don't know. He probably had his own reasons, and he can't say anything because of lawyer confidentiality. But now that he removed himself from the case, hopefully we will know more information about the real reason why he excused himself from it. And with all this evidence against Diddy Combs, allegedly, it's incredible. It's incredible the things that he probably read from the lawsuit. The things that all the evidence that's presenting to Diddy Combs, maybe he didn't want to be involved. Maybe he didn't want to participate. Probably maybe he thinks that Diddy Combs can't win this, that Diddy Combs will probably found guilty and live the rest of his life in prison. I don't know. I'm just giving you my thoughts and my opinions about this, why Anthony Ricco probably removed himself from the case. And it's just crazy. It is crazy. And it seems like a lot of people in a defense team are just dropping like flies and just removing themselves suddenly from the trial. And I just can't wait until more people, I just can't wait for the list. Yes, the name of the list, the name of the people that were involved in the freak off, the people that participated and didn't say anything, didn't do anything because they were just so afraid of Diddy Combs, or they just didn't want to get involved, but they were involved. The people that were involved in the freak off and participated with underage minors, they should be prosecuted. And I hope they have names of people that participated, videos, and they will be held accountable for their behavior and for their actions. Now, Diddy Combs is being charged for sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation of prostitution, among other things as well. And there's a lot of people coming forward, lawsuits after lawsuits. I can't even keep track. I have a bunch of files on my desk of different lawsuits from different other people are suing Diddy Combs, and it's just incredible. It's just incredible. It just reminds me of the whole R. Kelly case, and when a lot of people came forward of his abuse and his having sex with underage children, pardon me, boys and girls, and it's like history repeating itself. But this one is a lot worse because a lot of people were involved in the freak offs, celebrities, celebrity actors or actresses, music moguls, whoever were involved in this. And a lot of people are keeping hush hush, not saying anything, not defending Diddy Combs, anything. And I know everyone's saying you're innocent until proven guilty, rightfully so. But when CNN put that video, leaked that video out of Diddy Combs running down the hallway with a towel on while Cassidy was trying to escape the situation that she was in, trying to get into the elevator, and then this madman dragged her down to the ground, kicking her, dragging her to the floor like a rag doll, is just disgusting. And the whole world saw this. So when the whole world saw this, then they thinking maybe it's true of the allegations that they're saying about Diddy Combs, because people didn't believe it at first. Because people, when people start chattering, they don't believe unless there's proof. You have to have evidence and proof to back up your claim. Sure enough, there was evidence and there was proof to back up the claim, because he settled with Cassidy very quickly, because Cassidy knew too much. She dated this man over a decade, Okay, she's seen a lot of inappropriate things, and she was a victim of herself of abuse, and he wanted to settle quickly because he didn't want things to be exposed. He didn't want anyone to know what he's been doing behind the scenes in closed doors. So when the whole world saw what this monster was capable of, then people started to wonder, well, he settled very quickly with Cassidy. The video came out. This might be possibly true, what people are saying about him. But again, you have people that lie. You have people that are a money grab just to get some money and just to for their own benefits. That's where I'm getting at. And you have some victims that are telling the truth, and what really happened to them was the truth. And we have to defer what's real and what's not, what's the truth and what's a lie. And that's what there is attorneys for. That's what there's evidence for. And that's where the FBI, when they raided his house last year, and they had a bunch of auto recordings and tapes as well, lists as well of other celebrities. So I'm looking forward to the names to be exposed who were involved in all this freak off parties. Now, I'm not saying about the regular parties, because people go to parties, they have a good time, they leave. What I'm concerned about is the freak off parties with the underage minors, and then the drugging them, taking advantage, having inappropriate sexual relations with underage minor. That's when I have a problem with, and I believe the whole world as well. So I will definitely keep you updated in regards to Sean Diddy Combs' case. I've been following it since it first broke out with the whole video and the whole lawsuits left and right that people are suing him. And I'm doing a little mini documentary about Sean Diddy Combs. So look out for that. I've been working really hard to try to put everything together. And I hope you guys enjoy it. This is my first time doing a mini documentary about Sean Diddy Combs' life and his background, when he came from, how he all started. I don't want to be a spoiler alert, but it's going to be great, and I hope you guys love it. I put a lot of my blood, sweat, tears, and time into this, and it's a lot of work, especially me doing it by myself, and I never done something like this before, so I'm taking pride into this, and hopefully in the near future that I can do more mini documentary, but this is my first time ever doing one about Sean Diddy Combs, and I'm looking forward for you guys to check it out pretty soon. I did a little mini trailer, which it probably will pop up on Sunday, so look out for that. And yeah, so I just wanted to update you on that about Sean Diddy Combs' defense attorney, Anthony Ricco. He dropped out, he quit. He is out of the case, and he don't want no involvement in this. And I'm very, very curious to find out why. I hope someone interviews him. I want to interview him and ask him questions, because now that he doesn't have that lawyer confidential, thing, that he can speak out and find out, let us know why he removed himself for the case. So Anthony Ricco, if you're watching this or listening to this, call me. I would love to do an interview with you, or if you do an interview with anyone else who have more experience, that would be great to know. Why did you remove yourself suddenly? Why did you remove yourself from the case? I would like to know why. I'm very, very curious. And I know all of you guys are too. So, and before I go, this whole talk about Luigi Mangione, and he had his first appearance in court. It's been a while since she's been arrested, since last year. And a lot of people are giving this man praise. Like, a lot of protesters are, backing him up. And anyone doesn't know about Luigi, he's the guy who shot the CEO last year in New York City, broad daylight, and everyone just giving him praise. And people are doing like donations, and like I think they had amount of what, I can't remember, but the money is just crazy, and he doesn't need the money because he's come from a wealthy family. But people are just raising money for him, for his attorney fees and everything, which is just very crazy. And I don't condone active violence. I really don't, but I can understand where he's coming from and where other people come from, especially with the insurance company. Insurance company sucks. It can be so frustrating, especially when you're trying to get a procedure done and your insurance company don't cover it. For example, in my last video that I talked about, that my husband and I are trying to get pregnant, and it's been a struggle for us to get pregnant. So we've been looking for fertility specialist facility, and I found one. And then I called my insurance company, which is UnitedHealthcare, and I told them that I gave them the name of the place where I want to go so I can, make an appointment. I gave them the CPT codes. I gave them the diagnosis code. I gave them everything. And I asked them, is this facility and network with my plan? They said yes. They ran it. They gave me the list, the address of the place. I called the facility, gave them my insurance information, everything. They ran my benefits. Everything was good to go. The only copay I have to pay is a specialist, which was $50, no problem. Now, before I went on my trip, I called again, made sure everything was okay. They said, everything's okay, ma'am. Everything's good to go. You're only responsible for your specialist. I'm like, okay. I went on my trip, came back. I just wanted, I just wanted to confirm and make sure everything was okay. So I called back again. And I even said, is everything good? You guys accept my insurance? X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. They said, yes, ma'am, everything's good. We confirm your appointment. You have to be at this time, blah, blah, blah. So I went to my appointment, gave her my insurance card so they can make a copy, and gave them my copay. Sure enough, the receptionist told me, oh, by the way, we don't accept your insurance. I'm like, what? You're kidding me, right? I called multiple times and asked the office, the people, whoever I spoke to, and I got an email from the insurance verification said they accept my insurance, everything. And now you telling me that you don't accept my insurance? This is why people go crazy. This is why people unhinge and are upset, because you do everything right. You do what you're supposed to, what you're told to do, and then there's no transparency at all. And I say, well, I want to speak to a manager. I want to speak to the billing department because I was told that you guys accept my insurance. If you did not accept my insurance, I would have called another facility who accepts my insurance that was in network, and I would have went there. Like, I wasted my time. I left early from work, and this is what I was explaining to the receptionist. Like, this is just ridiculous. It's just not right. I left early from work to go to this appointment. My husband is on his way, and now you're telling me you don't accept my insurance? And I know this giving me this, well, with the insurance, it's just not a network. But that's why I called my insurance, and that's why I called you guys, and that's why I gave you my information so you can run my benefits. So where was the transparency? What happened here? So long story short, I was there. My husband was on his way. I didn't want to cancel the appointment, so I paid out of pocket. I paid $150 for self-pay when I have insurance. Like I said, I don't condone violence, but I understand why people are frustrated and they lose their mind and they start doing things that they're not supposed to do. This is the frustration. This is the frustration with insurance companies, because they don't care about people like me and you. They really don't. They don't only care about their kickbacks and money in their pockets. And it's just not fair, especially women like me and other women around the world who's trying to get pregnant and they can't because their insurance company don't cover it. Well, think again now, insurance companies, UnitedHealthcare, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, Cigna, Aetna, whatever. Now Donald Trump is made an executive order to approve IVF or any infertility treatments. So thank you, Lord, thank you, Jesus, that now we don't have to deal with the bullshit with the insurance companies, that now it can be more affordable for women who've been struggling to get pregnant and who's been getting pushback from their insurance companies saying that they can't cover this, they can't cover that you have to pay X amount of money from your pocket. Well, I'm glad that ends today. That now that it can be a little bit more affordable, now women can put their mind in ease, that when they go to a specialist, that it will be covered because Donald Trump made that executive order, which he promised he would do when he was doing his campaign, and he made his promise and he kept his promise, pardon me. And now it can put my mind at ease and other women at ease as well, that we don't have to worry about, that they won't accept our insurance because the insurance company have to pay for the treatment. So I'm thrilled. I'm happy. I know a lot of people are thrilled and happy about that. And it's just crazy. Like I said, I don't condone violence. That CEO, he did not deserve to die like that at all. But I do understand, people's frustration when it comes to the insurance company. And I just hope and pray that, the insurance, things would change. Things would get better with the insurance company, that they will cover certain things, especially if it's needed. I know another person who her MRI was denied. Her MRI was denied, and she did everything right. She went to physical therapy. She did this, she did that, like she was supposed to do. And then they denied her MRI, and then she needs to get her knee checked out. It's just ridiculous. All this cost, all this money that this particular person paid, and her insurance company denied the MRI. And which insurance company it is? UnitedHealthcare. Go figure. UnitedHealthcare. Oh, anyway, trial have not been set yet for Luigi yet. But they're saying that if he does get convicted, they're thinking about doing the death penalty on him. Like, done, finished. Like if he's convicted, he may face the death penalty. I don't know. A lot of people say it wasn't him that killed that CEO. That he's innocent. They're going to present a lot of evidence. I don't know. I even told someone it doesn't really look like him from the shooter's face, and from him completely different. I don't know. The eyebrows, yeah, a little bit, but I don't feel like it's the same person. That's just my personal opinion. I don't feel like it is the same person. A lot of people have been saying that too. A lot of people saying that's him, that's the shooter. I'm just going to go with my gut feeling. I don't think that is him, okay? I don't think that's the same shooter. I think it is someone else. I think that the police department and everyone else just wanted to wrap this up very quickly. And this is just my opinion. I'm not speculating anything. I just feel like they're trying to pin it on him so they can wrap things up, and then they can to prosecute this guy. That's just my opinion, because something happened in New York City in broad daylight, and they needed to find someone very quickly. And they found this guy in Pennsylvania and McDonald's. And I don't know, the picture that I saw and then who they arrest, it was not the same person, in my opinion. But I don't know. I could be wrong. People's face change differently in certain angles in the camera. But I have to say, in my personal opinion, I don't think that's the same guy. But I could be wrong, and I always can admit that when I'm wrong. But I can't wait for that trial to start, and I will definitely keep you updated in that. I just want to say thank you so much for listening, and let me know your thoughts about the Diddy Combs defense attorney Anthony Ricco. He suddenly quit, no longer working for Diddy anymore. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts about Luigi, about his upcoming trial. The judge has not set the trial yet, but he is appearing in court on Monday. So hopefully the judge will set a date for the trial, and I am definitely going to follow up on that trial when that trial starts. And I hope it is in New York, because if it is in New York, I'm going to both trials. I'm going to Diddy Combs and Luigi trial as well. It's only a 2-hour flight from Orlando to New York, and I will just sit there and just take notes. And I'm definitely going to be in those 2 trials when it happens. So thank you so much for watching. That's it. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.